Welcome back. I know I started something new and I said I would be doing it weekly, and that did not happen. So I'm here very quickly today just to address that and to tell you where we're going from here. So, about 3 months ago, I started a series on YouTube called Cricut for Absolute Beginners. I've had all these ideas for years about like what to do and like what to teach. So the most of my career history is in education. So I love education. I love teaching and things like that. And of course I love crafting. So this just felt like a really great way to kind of like use what I already do, what I'm, naturally good at, and try and teach some folks how to like use their Cricut. A lot of people have it kind of like collecting dust on their desk or on the shelf because they're like, they got it. They're so excited because they see what other people do with it. And then they get there and they're just like, I have no idea what to do with this thing. Like, what do I do? So I really wanted to like use this video series to kind of just like step by step and like really help those folks out so they can like use this machine that has so much potential and be able to do so much with it. So of course I still really believe in that. It's just that like life be lifing sometimes, right? So I had all these ideas. I had videos filmed. I posted 2 of them, filmed, edited. I do everything on a YouTube channel by myself. And then something happened that just kind of like really took my breath away that I didn't think it really would, but it did. And that was that YouTube demonetized my channel. And that really hurt. So if you're familiar with how like YouTube sort of works for creators or for like YouTubers, is that the easiest way to make money on YouTube is to get paid directly from Google, which is YouTube, with an account called Google AdSense. So like once you meet certain conditions, like you have, I think 1,000 followers, but then you also have to have a certain amount of watch hours, like meaning the amount of time that people watch your channel. Once you have all of that, you meet those parameters, then you're kind of unlocked to the YouTube creator program. If you so choose, you can enter that program, and then essentially you'll get paid from YouTube through Google AdSense. Like you have this Google AdSense account. So I've been on YouTube for 6 years now, and I've been monetized for about 5 years, meaning that I met those requirements to have my Google AdSense account. And so the way it works is that basically anytime somebody watches your video, then the longer they watch your video, the more they watch the ads that play during your video, then the more money, like little coins, will just flow into your little Google AdSense account. Cool, right? Easiest way to make money. Of course, there's other ways that people make big money, like the big YouTubers with like sponsorships and like ad placement, all kind of other stuff. Like I don't have any of that. All I have is the Google AdSense, right? When it comes to making money from YouTube, for me, I'm a very small YouTuber. I'm barely a YouTuber. I don't even use those words. So the way it works is once a month, usually around the 21st of the month, then whatever's in your Google AdSense account, you'll get like direct deposited into whatever your bank account is. So that's how you make money just through Google AdSense. So again, those little coins just kind of trickle in as people watch your videos and things like that. And then, you get paid once a month. However, you only get paid if you have at least $100 in your Google AdSense account. So for some people, of course they get that money every month because they have at least $100 coming in that month into Google AdSense. For someone like me, that's not the case. So once upon a time, maybe about 3, 4, 5 years ago, 4 years ago, I'd get maybe $100 a month pretty regularly, then sometimes skip a month. These days, that doesn't happen at all. It would typically take me about 5 to 6 months to earn enough little coins adding up just to get that $100 threshold to then get a $100 direct deposit from YouTube. That's how it looks like for me with my 6,000 subscribers and not a lot of watch hours right now because I don't post pretty regularly. That's my problem. I know that. So that kind of how it works for me. Like every 5 to 6 months ish, I would get like $100 or $112 check from YouTube. So, it sucked, but it's just kind of like, oh, well, at least I'm getting something. And it's always like, I'm a single mom. I have 2 little girls. So it's kind of like, oh, $100. Like, hey, this, I have to buy the girls school pictures or, it's this in school. They need dresses for their school winter concert, whatever. So it always came at a time where it's just like, okay, cool. This extra $100 can go to something. You know what I mean? So where I was at the last point was, I had done a Vlogmas. Like I had done like daily vlogs last Christmas to try and kind of like revitalize my channel. I wanted to get some Christmas content out there. And it didn't work as well as I thought it was going to. But, you know, I got more views than I had been getting previously. So whatever. I got to a point where my little Google AdSense account was adding up a little bit more than before. And I was around, I don't know, $60, $70 in like maybe 2 months versus the 5 to 6 or whatever it would typically take. So I was excited. I'm like, oh my God, I might get a check next month. You know what I mean? And then like I get an email from Google first threatening me saying like, hey, you have to post more, otherwise we're going to demonetize, which that never used to be the case. It was like once you were monetized, then that's it. You're forever monetized. Well, now they sent this threat like, hey, we might demonetize you because you don't post enough. So I was like, okay, fine. I've been having this idea for this Cricut series for beginners, so let me go ahead and kick that into gear. So I did. I posted 2 videos, and even after posting those 2 videos that did even better than my Vlogmas series, I get an email from Google and it says you're demonetized. It's done. And I'm like, what else? Like, what else do you want from me? So I work so hard. I work hours filming and even more hours upon hours editing just to still get demonetized. So that was like a huge kick in the gut. And then my little 60 something dollars that were collecting in my Google AdSense account, they just disappeared. So at that point, I'm like, what am I doing? Like I work a lot. Like I work a full-time job, but it's like a demanding job. There's a lot that has to be done. And I have my girls. I'm running around, you know, soccer, baseball, taekwondo, all the things. And it's like, I don't have time for this on the side. And if I'm not even going to get a couple coins here and there. So at that point, that's where I just kind of like, I shut down. I didn't want to because, you know, I love this. But I shut down inside. And I was just like, I don't have time for this. At the same time, we had a wedding to go to out of town. And I was the officiant. It was the first time I ever officiated a wedding. And then my daughters were the flower girls. So, like, of course, like, that was a lot. And it was out of town, right? And then as soon as we came back from that, or actually right before we went to the wedding, it started my busiest season at work. And this is, like, it lasts, like, 3 to 4 months, essentially. And it's, like, I'm still tired. If you see these bags under my eyes, I'm still tired from dealing with this. So at that point, I knew I was entering my busy season. I had the wedding. I was just like, this is just gonna be real back burner, like, YouTube, oh well, you're not even paying me, so I don't have time for this, you know? On top of all of that, like, I recently received a new health diagnosis that was like a lot. And it's just kind of like changes a lot of things in my life and what I do and stuff like that. So, you know, obviously it could be way worse. You know, it's just something that I have to kind of like deal with, I guess, forever now. So just all of those things, just a lot. On top of the world is heavy. I live in the USA. The world is heavy right now. I can't deny that. And people who do want to deny that, go watch another video. Go watch another channel. I don't know. But it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay? Look at me. It's a lot what we're dealing with. So, again, YouTube just really took the back burner. Until the other day, I got an email from someone. And mind you, I read emails and answer emails, like, for work, like, constantly, hundreds. So, like, I've never answered an email for this channel, honestly, because, like, who has the time? And somebody just sent me an email. I didn't answer it, I'm sorry, but I read it, and it was asking about the Cricut app for Absolute Beginners series, because this person was, like, really interested and was learning and was looking for the next episode, which would have been episode 3. And at first I was like, I don't have time because YouTube, you know, they didn't even monetize me. They demonetized me, whatever. And then finally I sat down and I'm just like, I feel bad. I feel bad because I started something and I didn't finish it. And that's not me. And that's not what I teach my girls. And I already have 2 more episodes filmed. And one of them, I didn't realize I was this far along, but here I am. One of them's almost done editing. So why should I let a couple of coins, a couple of pennies stand in the way of helping people? Because that was the original point, right? Was to help people. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm sorry, this was very long-winded just to say, we're back. So, all in short, I should finish this video editing this weekend. So that would be episode 3. Let's take a look at the book. I sat down, I did some planning. So that was episode 3, getting into Cricut Design Space. I also already filmed episode 4. It's just not edited. And that one is making a shirt in Cricut Design Space, like actually physically making a shirt. And then I have episodes 5, 6, and 7 planned out. I just need to film them, of course, and edit them. But I have a solid plan here. I know exactly how I'm going to go about everything. And for episodes, well, episode 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the next, the next 5 episodes all have, not 3. Yeah, including 3. They all have a project at the end. So it's not just that you're like learning, these different steps with the Cricut, but you're actually like applying it. So actual application into a project. Okay. So that's coming. Also, I am planning some more Vlogmas for this year. It's not going to be like last year where it was like everyday Vlogmas. Like I definitely don't have time for that. I learned that one last year. But I have a few, at least, Christmas videos coming up. It's probably going to have to go intertwined with the Cricut Design Space, like Absolute Beginner series, just because December is already upon us. So, and I want to make sure I get the Christmas content out there before Christmas is over, because who wants to watch Christmas content after Christmas is done, So anyways, so that's what's coming. And the last thing I forgot to mention is, if you haven't noticed, again, along with this health journey, because this diagnosis and things, I'm trying to get healthier for my girls and things like that. So I have been on a weight loss journey. If you've been here for long enough, I went through the divorce, and, it was not cute. It was not cute with my weight at that point, and it was just very unhealthy. And there's some other reasons too. I'm trying to lose the weight. So I'm now down 45 pounds. So that's not to flex, that's not to brag, but it's just, if that can help someone else, again, all it took was a simple email for me to kind of like give me the kick in the pants to get going. So if someone else is, if some of the things that I'm saying is resonating with someone else out there, and you just also need a kick in the pants, maybe this is what it is for you, or inspiration. I don't know. But again, the underlying message was always to try and help people, whether I'm getting a couple coins from YouTube or not. So help me stay on track. Your comments matter. I may not always be able to answer things, but your comments, your likes, all those things matter, especially to us small content creators out here, because, we don't have a big community. We're not Mr. Beast and stuff like that out here. So those things matter. So thank you. That's what I want to say at the end. It's just thank you. And we're back.